Good day, grade 8s. I hope you're well. So, on today's topic, we will be doing geometry of 2D shapes. So, two-dimensional shapes, and we will be focusing on classifying triangles. This topic is in your textbook, it's topic 11, and it's on page 102. So we will be doing this topic today. We need to understand the different types of triangles, their sides and their angles. So let's start. So with triangles, I'm going to mention three types of triangles. The first one is called a scalene triangle. The second is called an isosceles. Isosceles. And the third one is called an equilateral. Equilateral triangle. Right, so we have these three types of triangles, and it's very important that we understand that they have properties. So we're going to talk about the properties with regards to their sides and also their angles. So let's start with scalene. So we have scalene as our first triangle. So what is a scalene triangle? This is how it looks. It's still a normal triangle. It's like we're dealing with different types of triangles. It's still a triangle, but it has different properties. So a scalene triangle, it has different sides. So meaning all sides are different. That's why I have different dashes or strokes to show how the sides are differing. So for the first one here, as you can see, I have one stroke, and this one is two strokes, and this one is three strokes. So basically, what does these lines mean? It simply talks about the sides. So it talks about the sides and how they look. So if I had two strokes here and two strokes there, it will mean that this side and this side are the same. So since I have one here, it simply means that this side and this side and that one, they are all different. They are not the same. So we use these strokes to show which sides are the same. So now, to conclude our scalene, we're going to talk about the sides of a scalene. So all sides are different. They are not the same. All sides are different. And I will make an example to show you in terms of measurements. So let's say this side is 5 centimeters. Then we'll make this one 7 centimeters, and I'll make this one 4 centimeters. Now see, all these sides have different measurements, so it means that all the sides of this triangle are different in terms of size, so they are all different. Right, so since the scalene has different sides, we can also conclude that even the angles are different in size. So also all the angles are different. All angles are different. So they are the same as the side. So for a scalene triangle, we have the triangle with different sides and different angles. For example, let's say this one is 95, 90, okay, let's make it 93 degrees, 93 degrees. Yes, 93 degrees. Then this one is 37, and this one is 50. So with all these angles, as you can see, they're all different. This is 50, 93, and 37. So even the angles of a scalene are also different. So what does it mean in terms of the angles? Let's say this angle is 40 degrees. This one is also going to be 40 degrees, but this one is going to be different. I'll make this one 100. Okay, this is 100. Now you see that the two opposite angles are equal, but it is not equal to these ones. So the two opposite angles of a triangle, of an isosceles triangle, are equal. I will later on talk about the sum of the interior angles of a triangle. This is our third triangle. It's called the equilateral triangle. Now this triangle has a meaning in the word. It says equilateral, meaning equal sides. So lateral is side and equa means equal. So meaning all the sides of this triangle are equal. So if this side is 5 centimeters, this one is also going to be 5 centimeters, and also this one is going to be 5 centimeters. So in terms of sides, our property is all sides are equal. All sides are equal, and that's the property of an equilateral triangle. So we spoke about the sides. What do you think happens with the angles? So even the angles of an equilateral triangle, they are also equal. And now this is like a special triangle that doesn't change in terms of angles. So an equilateral triangle has 60 degrees angles. Now the sum of the interior angles of a triangle must be equal to 180. So there is no way we're going to have 50, 50, 50. It's always going to be 60, 60, 60, because the angles inside of a triangle, when we add them, they must give us 180. So another property of an equilateral triangle is that all angles are equal. So we spoke about the sides, that all sides are equal, and also all angles are equal, and their angles are equal to 60 degrees. And the next part is I'm going to explain why I chose 60. Okay, I did not choose 60, but it is 60, and I will show you what does that mean. So an equilateral triangle has all sides that are the same, and all angles of this triangle are the same, and they are equal to 60 degrees.